What's up, everyone? Happy Friday. We are cruising along through October here, October 20th, 2023.
Yes.
And this is episode number 42. Happy Don't Blame Foster Moreau Friday.
My boy had a tough night.
Them hands.
Game.
Them hands.
Switch the gloves. Go Adidas next time.
How about just don't throw to Foster Moreau?
On the game-tying touchdown.
We'll get into that. We just watched Thursday Night Football, obviously, as the Jags beat the Saints in, honestly, just a contest of who could win the ugliest.
It was like up and down all around game. Like,
yeah.
First half was about as boring as you can get. Second half got a little fun because they actually let Derek Carr throw the ball down the field.
Let Carr cook.
That should be a hashtag.
Yeah, or just put Jameson. Either way.
Either way.
Yeah, never mind. I don't want to be too negative. Friday, October 20th, like I said, episode 42, inching our way toward number 50. Famous 42s. What you got?
As a Bronco fan, I'll shout out a current Bronco, Nick Bonito, but he's not very popular, so you would know who that is.
I know who he is. I know who he is. He's not a famous 42.
Just want to that kind of.
I'm sure there's Broncos who don't know who that. Bronco fans don't know who that is. Knowing Bronco fans,
the fake Bronco fans, yeah. Oops. The ones that stuck around that are still here, we know who he is.
Yeah, those fans are long gone. Jackie Robinson.
I think he's very, very
not to be
famous.
outdone by Nick Bonito.
Jackie Robinson, the greatest Dodger of all time, baseball player of all time, most impactful. Yeah, one of the GOATs.
He's just Jackie Robinson.
He's just Jackie Robinson.
Number 42, hanging in every baseball stadium
near
you. Obviously, Ronnie Lott, which is, I'm told, was a really good safety.
If I've been told him my whole life, too.
Yeah, never seen him play. My guess is that he'd be a special teams ace nowadays.
Make a lot of people mad saying that.
Put in the comments.
Make a lot of people born in the 1960s very mad about that.
Yeah. Yeah,
but,
Ronnie Lott.
Comparatively, you look at him, then you look at, I don't know.
He was great in his era. That's all you could do.
He was great for his era. Like,
that's all you could do.
He was great for his time.
No disrespect to Ronnie Lott, except that he wouldn't be great in today's game. Mariano Rivera, number 42.
Yeah.
Enter Sandman, the famous closer, maybe the greatest closer of all time.
The closer. The reason why they won all those championships.
New York Yankees.
Yeah.
Number 42 version, the T-Wolves version of Kevin Love. The chubby version.
Before he became,
Before he left us. He was holding it down for the chubbies in the NBA, and they lost all that weight because LeBron told him to.
And he started becoming
and he started shooting threes.
Let's not talk basketball. We talk a lot about basketball, but he just switched his game up when he went to.
Shout out to chubby Kevin Love, number 42, T-Wolves version.
Yeah. Also went to UCLA. Shout out UCLA. Go Bruins.
Sure.
We never talk college football in here.
That's college basketball.
Well, college in general.
Yeah, that's true.
But shout out to them.
We might today. Oops.
On
today's episode, we're going to get into the news, Friday's questions, Sunday's answers for week number 7, as well as game picks in almost a minute. Now, we were very confident about last time we did game picks, even though we didn't.
We added time to our.
We actually had a worse time.
I think we like talking about it so much that it just feels good.
So I think we're in the 230, the high 230s last time.
Yes.
I think if we can get to 215, it's a major progress.
Okay.
I think it's a goal we can achieve here if we
really
put our minds to it. If you're listening on Apple, Spotify, I appreciate you tuning in, or wherever you hear your podcast. Really,
yeah,
all those platforms work. Thank you so much, and tell a friend, be a friend, share it with a friend.
Go tell somebody, hey, listen to this podcast. It's pretty cool.
It's a great icebreaker. Hey, you talking about the NFL? I know a great podcast.
Hey, listen to this, and
boom, lifelong friends.
And you can just say, oh, yeah, these guys actually were pretty dumb, but they're pretty entertaining.
Yeah, or if you need a opening line to talk to a lady at work who, is into football. Hey, I know a great podcast to listen to.
I heard,
it's the most non-threatening, pickup line.
I heard the funniest pickup line.
You're not acknowledging what I'm saying.
But I picked it in my head. I heard the funniest pickup line.
Okay, go ahead.
So there's 2 girls, right? And it's just you. You have no wingman. This is if it's you by yourself. Mm-hmm. And you go up to her. Like, hey, I don't know if you know anything about professional roller derby, but my name's da-da-da-da. Just a random sport. It's funny, and
that was the punchline?
That was funny. I don't know if you're into a...
Go ahead and go with the bench punchline. I think it's going to work a lot better than whatever you just said.
Yeah. I mean, that
wasn't a good one, Angel.
I thought it was funny when I heard it. I was like, a girl might find it funny.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you're into professional waterboarding, but my name is or whatever.
Waterboarding. That would be very creepy if you
Not like that.
went to a girl and said, "I don't know if you're into torture."
I'm not into torture, but my name's
My name's Joe. That's dating advice with Angel.
Podcast comes out every Tuesday.
I don't want to kill. Yeah. Never mind. I was going to say something that's mean. I'm not going to say it because I'm not a mean person. I don't even know where we are in the show, to be honest. Oh, yeah. If you're following on YouTube, thanks so much for following the show. If it's your first time watching the show, welcome. Or listening.
Hey,
Welcome.
what's up? How are you?
Nice to
I'm
meet
Angel.
you.
That's Joseph.
We appreciate so much you spending some time with these two idiots talking about the game we love, NFL football. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate that. Yes. And you can also share this. Actually, YouTube videos are very easy to share on social media. Just boop, boop, boop. It's kind of made for it. Fun. And then follow the show Between the Show on Instagram, X, and TikTok. Search @BenchShow to keep up with everything going on there. Okay, now let's do a real quick recap. I'm not going to press the recap button because I just want a couple quick thoughts on Thursday night's game, Jags Saints. What you got?
First off, Derek Carr needs to. They're too. What's it called? Conservative. The play calling and him. Let it rip. Second half, they let it rip and they almost won. So let it rip a little bit more. Let these boys eat.
I feel like in watching Derek Carr, the more he pump fakes, the less likely he is to complete the pass.
I feel like the pump fake is a good pass.
Like with every pump fake, I'm like, oh God, there's 3. There's no way he's completing this pass.
Yeah.
Just let the guy hit his back foot and let it rip.
Second half, they did that, and they almost came back and won. They should have tied it up at least.
They had no business being in that game, and they almost won because they just went in a hurry up and let him play. Except if I see another Kamara check down, or God help us.
Yeah. I mean, he had 12 catches because they just kept going.
It's not effective offense. It's great for fantasy.
Yeah, if you have Kamara, that's called a league winner. He had 17 carries too.
Yeah. Yeah, my that was my first note. Derek Carr's being a little overcoached, I think.
Yeah.
That was a very boring offense to watch.
Let him play a little bit.
My other one is Trevor Lawrence. I think I'm getting here with Justin Herbert too. Trevor Lawrence might be the guy who needs a great team around him to win. Luckily, I think he has a great team around him. Because they're winning. They're 5-2 now.
They are very good.
Very impressive. That they're 5-2. Tonight's win wasn't very impressive if you watched it.
No.
The defense looked okay. It more looked like Saints' bad offense.
They have a problem with matching. They play to the level of their opponent.
They really do.
They really do. Because they should, on paper, blow out this Saints team.
The one thing tonight I thought they did really well and just looked good while they were doing it is run ETN by that offensive line.
Yeah.
I thought that looked very good.
Yeah.
That looked dynamic.
ETN on the edge is pretty dynamic.
Yeah.
Also, if I see another designed play for Jamal Agnew.
I tell you what.
What
Dougie Buckets came into this game thinking, I'm going to get the ball Jamal Agnew tonight.
What were his numbers?
And with all those targets and carries, he had 4 catches for 36 yards and 1 carry for -1 yards. He's not an effective player, but they seem like they insisted on getting him the ball.
I wish they would insist on Calvin Ridley as much. He had 1 catch for 5 yards tonight.
4 targets. Not very good targets.
They're all just go routes.
Yeah.
Like, you're creative with Agnew. Why the hell aren't you creative with Calvin Ridley?
I think Ridley is the coolest decoy ever. Because that's all they're really using him as. He's a decoy. He's drawing coverage. He's taking the top off. He's clearing out for, stuff underneath.
That's a misuse of assets.
And
exactly what that is.
Yeah, I think besides ETN, there's nothing really dynamic. Kirk did have that catch and run, which was impressive.
He shook the honey badger.
But, yeah, the old honey badger.
Yeah, prime.
He's an old fella now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they can use a little dynamic on this offense, and I think Calvin Ridley might be the guy to give it to you. But they're winning, so not really much to say here. They're 5-2, and they beat the Saints on Thursday Night Football. Anything else on that?
No, that was the Saints need a new head coach because I don't like Dennis Allen there either.
Yeah, Dennis Allen is very uninspiring to look at.
Yeah, so
okay, so a couple days ago, that's all for the recap there. A couple days ago,
that's the song for the recap.
Is it?
I just made it up on the spot.
I almost played it, but
there we go.
Okay, so a couple of days ago, we got a question on Instagram, I believe. Yeah, Instagram about a fantasy football team that was in need of help. So we're going to attempt to revive your season.
Or try.
So this is from Tall Boys Sunday, actually a podcast friend of ours. What's up, Tall Boys Sunday?
What's up, boys?
Go follow them. TALLBOII. Tall Boy Sunday. This is your question. Fellas, I'm 1-5 in my main fantasy football league. And if I get last place this year, it means I would have gotten 3 out of the last 4 years. Can you help? So you finished last 3 out of 4 years.
So I wonder if he's doing the same thing he was doing the last 5.
Yeah, let's rethink the drafting strategy.
Yeah, let's switch it up. Maybe
but,
do it.
But let's see where we're at. Okay.
Okay.
So looking at his roster here, and I think I'll put this up on the screen so everyone can see it. But I like the quarterback, Tua with Brock Purdy behind him. I think you're set.
Yes.
You're set there.
Running
back
is this PPR? Do we know?
Let's assume it is because every other league is stupid. Let's look at the running back position. That's, I think, where the questions start. Aaron Jones, you caught some bad luck because of injury. If he comes back, I think he's a fine start.
Him and James Conner are pretty.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about him. James Conner, I think down the stretch here, if Kyler Murray starts to play again, you're perfectly fine just waiting for him. I think he's worth the wait and to stay with. I don't think you get much back for him. You cannot start Cam Akers in the game right now.
I'm trying to see where his first-round pick is.
I don't know. He may have traded. Who knows?
Yeah.
But you cannot start Cam Akers right now.
No, I wouldn't.
If I were you, go find either Donta Foreman or Travis Homer. I think either of those guys are going to get decent carries this week because Roshan Johnson is still in concussion protocol. Probably not going to play Sunday.
I think for this team, you need to stream running back, which is pretty. This year, there's
that's what I'm saying.
Many running backs you could stream.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Those Bears backs might be a good way to stream this week. I would not start Akers.
No.
At receiver, Marquise Brown, I think is going to be very underrated, especially with Kyler Murray coming back. I think you're okay sticking with him, especially in these bye week days. Gabe Davis, where are you on him?
He's having a solid year. He's not a bad flex option. Wide out too. I love him here, but not a bad boomer bust kind of guy.
There's other options, Tutu Atwell. So yeah, definitely Gabe Davis here.
McLaurin's nice too in his flex. So decent wideouts.
Pitts at tight end.
We told you not to draft him. You shouldn't have drafted him.
Yeah,
I know he had 2 good weeks in a row, but he's still Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, Pitts is such a hard guy to own because he's not. You're not going to get anything for him unless someone really likes him, or I don't know.
Especially in redraft leagues.
So, but yet he's in all reality a streaming tight end.
Yep,
like that's all he is really. So, I would not. Here's what I'm going to say. I would not just set Pitts in your lineup and forget about it.
Set him for
You know, if he's your best matchup this week, cool. But keep your eye on the waivers.
There's some rookie tight ends that are decent that are probably unknown. Michael Mayers has had a nice week.
Yep.
Musgrave is getting targeted. I'm not sure if it's doing anything. You have Higbee, who's decent. Logan Thomas. A lot of tight ends out there who are streamable. Just play matchups.
The Ravens defense playing the Lions. I don't like that at all.
I am with you there. Honestly, yeah, I don't like that at all.
Defenses, don't get too unless you have like the Browns defense or the Niners defense. Stream that bad boy every week.
Yeah.
If you're keeping Ravens defense because they have a decent defense, no.
Yeah.
Stream them every single week. There's really bad teams playing okay defenses, but if you have like, forgive me, the Broncos or the Jets playing just a mediocre defense, you want that defense. Just play the matchup. Mm-hmm. And I think freely stream defense. Are you there too?
Yeah, I've never been on board with.
And kickers, I hate kickers in fantasy leagues.
Just get a good one. Hopefully, he kicks the ball straight.
Yeah, pick the name you like in the thing. But anyway, I think you could maybe at least not finish last. You're in a rough spot though. Yeah. But hopefully, some guys go high. I like Tajay Spears on your bench. I'll say that because Derrick Henry might get traded here.
And trade Tua. You have Brock Purdy. You don't need both of them. One quarterback league.
Trade this guy. No, in this league, you trade Brock. You want Tua. This guy has very little, guys with real punch.
Yeah, he needs so much.
You want to keep Tua.
He needs so much. I was trying to even out his team a little bit here.
Go dangle. You might be a Niners fan, but go dangle Purdy in front of a team that needs a quarterback and maybe get a tight end or something.
Yes.
Let's get into what we got on time. Now we're good. Let's get into the news. The news is brought to you by 818 Brewing, even though their banner is no longer behind me because it's entirely too large.
Pause. Yeah, it's just too big.
If you're in the LA area, we have the perfect spot for you and your crew to catch the next game. 818 Brewing has the perfect tasting room to get together with your buddies, grab a drink, and enjoy the game. We have a couple of their selections up here. A little blonde.
The other two are...
In our belly. Oh, not in our bellies anymore.
They have run through the system.
Yes. They were great.
Yes.
Their selection of beer includes something for everyone and is all brewed on site. Stop by 818 Brewing, 8953 DeSoto Avenue in Canoga Park, and we'll see you there. Okay, into the news here. The Jets Jets, Jets are sending Mecole Hardman back to the Chiefs. So he went, got some Jet swag, got to meet Aaron Rodgers.
You got to go to Hard Knocks?
It's great. I'm going home.
All right. I got paid. I'm sure he still gets his money.
I'm going to go win our Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Nicely played by Mecole Hardman.
Yeah, I don't really know why the Jets signed him if they didn't want to play him.
Yeah, they just didn't use him. Not that Zach Wilson is capable of throwing the ball far enough from a Mecole Hardman route.
You can use it somewhere. Can't find anywhere to put Hardman?
Yeah. And then just going to screw the rest of the league by giving it back to the Chiefs.
Who, like, are already good? Yeah.
Thanks for nothing, Jets.
Thanks, buddy.
Mecole Hardman, to be fair, he signed a 1-year, $4 million contract. So not huge, but a nice piece for the Chiefs to get back, right?
Yes.
And further complicating that wide receiver room.
Yeah, it's
in fantasy, I mean.
For the Chiefs, right? Yeah, it's complicated. Complicado. There's a lot of guys there, and it's not Tony. I can tell you that.
The Cardinals have designated quarterback Kyler Murray to return from the IR. Head coach Jonathan Gannon on Kyler Murray and how much he can do at practice. He said, quote, a full go.
Kyler Murray.
Holy crap.
Coming back from the dead.
Wait, isn't there some big video game coming out tonight?
Yeah, Spider-Man came out. Yeah.
Damn it.
So, no, actually, he's a COD guy.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is that still coming out with new episodes? That's not the right thing. Versions? Iterations?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hopefully.
But Cardinals fans.
Hopefully he was playing Madden.
What you want as a Cardinals fan? You want him to ball out.
Yes.
So you can trade him.
So you get many first-round picks from the Vikings.
And then get Caleb Williams plus more. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's. But good news for him, career-wise. I'm glad he's not going to sit out the whole season.
Cardinals also getting ready to bring back safety Buda Baker, also someone who you're going to see on every single possible trade list.
Yeah.
In the coming weeks here. Trade deadline's the 31st, by the way, a couple weeks away.
Coming up, and a lot of rumors.
Today's the 20th. It's the 31st, 11 days away. Very, very exciting. The Eagles, my Eagles, who are going to wear the Kelly Greens this week. I'm pumped about that.
Those are between those and the powder blue Charger uniforms, and the
Don't say it.
creamsicle Buccaneers. Doesn't get too better than those three. Those are some of the iconic ones.
I'll write those three.
Okay. What was
Powder blues.
Oh, dude.
Creamsicles. And,
powder blues are the 2000s.
And Kelly Greens.
Powder blue, Kelly Green. No, powder blue. Powder blue, Kelly Green, creamsicle.
Kelly Green, powder blue. Creamsicle. I am not a creamsicle fan. I think those are horrendous to
They're
look
so
at.
unique. But it's all preferential, so I won't fight you on
They're
it.
so unique.
They are unique.
So is every poop I take.
You're in the minority here.
A lot of people like them, so yeah, I agree. Anyways, back to the point here. The Eagles are signing former Falcons and Bucks and Titans and I think that's it, right? Wide receiver Julio Jones.
Yeah.
Now, it is Julio Jones, so people might think it's more than it is. Just depth.
Yeah, we talk about this one.
Just some nice depth,
Yeah.
Moving on here, the Las Vegas Raiders personnel problems continue here as Davante Adams is growing frustrated with a diminished role per a report. What's your take on someone like Davante Adams after getting paid like he did, forcing his way pretty much to the Raiders, now saying I'm frustrated with my role?
They'll trade him. And for the Raiders, you can get some pretty nice value back. So I think you traded the first for him. You could probably get that back, to be honest.
God, please don't go to the Chiefs. Then we're done. Then everyone's done.
Yeah, I mean, but they could. Well, they wouldn't trade the Raiders when they trade with the Chiefs, but they'll probably get exactly what they got for him back.
If he is mad about diminished role, he's leading the team in targets with 59. Last year, this time he had 56.
No, but the last game he had 2 catches. Before that, like 3 catches. That's why he's mad. I'd be mad too. If I'm Davante Adams, I'm like, I came here to win, and
that's what you're mad about. You're mad that you're in a crappy team with a crappy organization. You're not mad about diminished role. You're still the guy here. Like, you're still the guy. It's not Aaron Rodgers, but you knew that.
No, but you're not getting the targets as if
he has 59 targets. He leads the team.
The last 2 games show you. That's what I'm saying. Last 2 games he's on, and then they've lost bad those 2 games.
Okay.
You're on the Raiders side?
Not on the Raiders side. I'm just saying if you want to go because the team sucks, or they just say that. Oh, my role is not. They're not using me right. Well, no, the team sucks. So just say that.
can't say that.
Okay. I think, okay. The Patriots owner Robert Kraft has already had discussions about moving on from coach Bill Belichick. We spoke about this last time about the Patriots possibly, do they have the gonads to fire Bill Belichick? Colin Cowherd asked Albert Breer, who is a respectable reporter, has real sources. Do you believe that there are discussions in New England about moving on from Bill Belichick? He responded, these discussions have taken place. I can tell you that for sure, with a lot of other things there. Gut feeling, yes or no? Did they pull the trigger on this in season?
No.
Yeah. I don't think you can fire Bill Belichick in season.
Yeah. You can't. He'll never be fired midseason. They won't do that to him. They'll do a...
And if they do that, that's wrong. You don't do it to Bill Belichick.
No. I mean, he might... his record last 3 years probably deserves it, but I wouldn't do that to him. He's one of the greatest coaches of all time. So, no.
Yeah, you don't do it because the record's last 3 years. You don't do it because his record lasts 20 years.
Yeah. Show him some respect. Not what he was, but he's better than most coaches are.
But definitely fire him this offseason.
Yeah, definitely let him
definitely
go.
Time.
Definitely let him go spend more time with his family.
This one's really funny. USC quarterback Caleb Williams. You ever heard of him?
Yes.
Yep. Wants partial ownership, according to, I believe, his dad, of an NFL team that will select him in the 2024 draft. Pro Football Talk reported. Pro Football Talk, is that Sims? I think it's Sims, right?
Mm-hmm.
Reported that in July, Caleb's representatives have been making it known that Williams wants partial ownership in the team that selects him in 2024 if he declares for the draft. Aaron Rodgers apparently tried this in negotiations with the Jets, and the NFL said, no, it's not allowed.
Hey, Caleb, chill the hell out. You're not going to get partial ownership of your team, of the team that drafts you. This annoys the hell out of me.
I don't like this.
I don't like this at all. It just screams, I'm a diva. If I don't get my way, I'm going to not go to your... I don't know. The red flags are starting to pop up with this kid. Okay?
Whoa.
He had a bad game.
Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention?
Okay, I'm not saying...
I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying...
Ladies and gentlemen, we have red flags on Caleb Williams for the first time, because I only hear good things about the kid. What do you got?
No, just this stuff. I don't like this stuff at all. I don't like that he's demanding this. I know Eli Manning did this, and I know teams that player John Elway has done this, but like I think because social media makes it so much bigger than it is.
Right.
He has so much more reach. I feel like he's hearing I'm a generational prospect, blah blah blah. He's getting a little too carried. Let's back it up and just focus on football, man. And then once you get big, you still won't get it because Aaron Rodgers couldn't do it. So I don't think you're going to be able to do this.
Exactly. I don't hate that he asked. Ask? Why not?
Yeah.
But I will be very annoyed if this becomes a thing.
Yes.
We're like, I won't go to somewhere because they won't give you partial. Well, come on.
I mean, he already said, he said like, I won't go to a team that I don't want to go to. I'll just go back to.
Right. So it's hard because you kind of feel for the athlete because he'll get one shot at this and careers get ruined if you go to the wrong place. I don't care how good you are.
Yeah.
Look at Trevor Lawrence might not ever be able to recover from that Urban Meyer start.
Yeah.
Justin Fields might not ever recover from the start he's had in Chicago.
Zach Wilson. Mitch Trubisky.
List goes on and on. And so you kind of want to say, yeah, give yourself the best shot to win, but
chill out.
No one's bigger than the game. Like, you're not bigger than this whole process, though.
Like,
I don't care if you're Caleb Williams.
Yeah, what we learned for the NFL is that a Peyton Manning and a Tom Brady and a Drew Brees can retire, and the game still goes on.
Yep.
So I know you're the man right now, but calm down. Just calm down. That stuff will come in time. Prove yourself first.
Yeah. Did you see that fan that ran up to him after the loss this past weekend?
No, I didn't see it. What did he say?
Some kid. They stormed the field because they lost, and he literally he was taking a selfie video and got right next to Caleb Williams and just started talking shit.
Nice.
And Caleb Williams handled it pretty well.
What did he say?
He didn't say anything. He just put his head down and kept running off the field,
which
I feel like you need to. That's a bad situation that could happen.
Well,
luckily, this is a mature kid.
Well, that's why they discourage a storm the field situation.
Well, maybe surround the most famous college athlete with some security, like.
Yeah, maybe
not give him free run by whatever stupid freshman is
just
piss drunk.
Some drunk 19-year-old kid drunk off of margaritas and what Stratinis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some fireball
shots. Some football, like by 6 fireball shots at 6:30 in the morning, so he can go catch college game day.
I don't like that part of it. I love the way he handled it. I love it. But today he got on. He said something like, he quoted the from Game of Thrones, the dad, the House of the Lion.
Tywin Lannister.
Yeah, when he says the sheep don't concern, or the lions don't concern himself with the thoughts of the sheep.
With the opinions of sheep, yeah.
Yeah, he quoted that.
That's the most.
That's interesting for like a 19-year-old, 18-year-old to do. Like,
Well, wasn't there?
I mean, they asked him, so whatever.
I mean, Evan Neal, right? The tackle for the Giants just said that, and he got ripped for it.
Yeah.
But Caleb Williams not get ripped for it.
Caleb, man, just put your head down, bro.
Yeah, dude, you could be the best quarterback of this generation.
Yeah, go win.
Just like settle down the outside.
Don't even go win. Just go show you're good in the NFL, and then start talking.
Yeah, then you can talk your shit.
But you want people talking about your play, bro.
Yeah, not your demands.
Not your cheesy one-liners.
Yeah, that every
to the college media.
Yeah, that's some 19-year-old kid. I'm
local paper.
I know what this kid looks like. Already, with the kid who like ran up to him.
Was he the color of your hat?
Yeah,
He definitely was.
His face is probably painted.
No, he wasn't.
No?
He wasn't. He was clean shaven.
He's probably 19.
He was a clean shaven little baby face man.
19 years old.
Yep.
Probably about 13 Bud Lights.
I think he was wearing a wife beater.
Oh God,
a tank.
This is like the person I don't like.
I shouldn't call it a wife beater. You know what I'm talking about. A white tank, an undershirt tank.
Yeah.
Very funny. Okay, last thing here before we wrap up the news. The league is encouraging NFL players to take part in the newly approved Olympics flag football team for 2028. This is going to happen in L.A., by the way.
We're going to kick some ass.
We're also going to go to that.
Well, we're going to go to that, and USA is going to kick some ass.
Okay, so I think I know your answer to the question then. Do you want to see your favorite player?
Yes.
Wow.
Who the hell's going to stop us?
Do you want to see Javonte Williams play in that game?
No. I want to see Tyreek Hill. I want to see who's going to catch that. Who's going to catch Tyreek Hill with the flag on?
So I'm saying, like, I don't want to see Jalen Hurts in this game.
I want to see Lamar Jackson play. Who are the fastest people in the NFL? Let's put them all in.
Yeah, that's fair. I want to see these guys play. God. I don't want to see anyone get hurt.
America,
that would be so stupid.
America, bitch.
But imagine some like
a real patriotic.
Imagine some like, Turks and Caicos.
No, imagine
team.
some guy from Afghanistan trying to cover Tyreek Hill on a 9 route.
Yeah, the Afghan team.
Yeah.
I
could be really racist right now, but I'm not.
Don't do it.
No,
don't do it.
This is
I was gonna go with the Asian teams. I don't know why that's more funny to me to think of.
I love the fact that there's a sport that's gonna be worldwide that we are gonna absolutely dominate. This is like when an actual NBA players play in the Olympics. Like, oh, we're gonna win.
Yeah,
this is gonna be domination.
The world has caught up in pretty much every sport
except football because it's ours.
Football, we would just
America,
dominate,
bitch.
like we get dominated in soccer.
Try to flag or something.
That's the news.
I gotta be pumped for that. I don't know why I did that, but
yeah, America,
bitch.
That's the news. We're gonna be right back with. How many times are you gonna say that?
I don't know. I love that phrase.
We'll be back with Friday's question, Sunday's answer. Be right back. Okay, we are back with Friday's questions, Sunday's answers, a segment where we ask the tough questions.
And can only get answered on Sunday.
Yeah, can only be answered on the field because that's how questions should be answered.
Yeah, not over a desk.
Which is what we
field.
Well, it's definitely what we do.
Well,
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I'll start. You go with that?
Sure.
Friday's questions, Sunday's answers. I'll get it started here. Can the Ravens contend with this roster, or do they need to be buyers at the trade deadline? Now, you've been hired on.
Contend with the Lions roster, you mean?
Nope. Can they contend
with their current roster?
Can they? Yeah.
Confusion.
God, dude. Just let me say my sentence.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Goodness gracious. Can the Ravens contend with their roster, not against the Lions, for a Super Bowl?
I don't know why I thought the other way.
Or do they need to be buyers at the trade deadline? Trade deadline, like we said, is just about 2 weeks away. You're a bigger believer in this Ravens team than I am.
I am. I like this team a lot.
This freaking fly's back.
There's always one fly in here. Yeah, I like this roster a lot. I like this team a lot.
Yeah. A point. Okay, they're playing the Lions, right? And the point I want to make about this game is that I think for the end of last year and the beginning of this year, we've been measuring the Lions against other teams. Like, hey, are they for real? They're playing so-and-so. Are they for real? They're playing so-and-so.
Yeah.
I think the time has come. They're one of the best teams in the NFC, where we start to measure teams against them. Where they're the standard, so to speak. Like, we know they're a good team.
Yes.
A complete team.
Don't surprise anymore.
Right. They beat the Chiefs. They've played, even the losses, they played super tough. Well, their single loss.
They beat a good Bucs team last week.
They beat the Bucs handily.
Yeah.
So, in saying that, They'll play the Lions this week. The Ravens so far have beaten the Texans in C.J. Stroud's first game. They beat the Bengals, who were absolute dog crap for the first couple weeks of the season.
Mm-hmm.
They lost to the Colts, which was kind of weird. They beat the Browns, but with DTR at quarterback, and just it was not. They lost to the Steelers, divisional game. That was always going to be tough, especially there in the AFC North. And then they beat the Titans, who possibly really suck as well. So to all that to say, to see them against the Lions, I think will give us the best idea of what this team is.
What are you actually against a team that's already kind of
The
put
Browns
together?
would have been that team if Deshaun Watson was playing. But so far, this is going to be the best complete team they've played.
For sure.
And so, in saying that, I want to see if this roster is actually because before season, we were both very excited about them.
Yes.
The Ravens with Lamar Jackson getting paid. You got Zay Flowers, who we both love. OBJ, kind of there as well, making plays every now and then. And then maybe Rashad Bateman and Mark Andrews now healthy and J.K. Dobbins healthy.
And the defense is always good.
And defense always being good. And just we trust the organization because they're good at drafting. They're good at developing. But they've just been kind of okay. And I want to see more. Particularly, I want to see if they add some punch to this offense.
Yeah.
I think the defense is fine. They haven't really lost anyone huge for the long term.
Yeah.
They lost David Ajabu.
Yeah.
He can't seem to stay on the field, but pretty much they have a good, healthy defense.
Yeah.
J.K. Dobbins, that loss, I want to see do they need to add some punch on this offense?
They don't have anything on that backfield.
They replaced him with Gus Edwards and Justice Hill,
or just guys. They're just
I don't know
guys.
if that's enough.
They're not enough to make a difference in a game that's like this game.
I hate to be the guy, but I'm still not sure if Lamar Jackson's going to beat the best teams with his arm.
I don't think he could be a championship winner if he's the best player on offense.
Ooh.
I think he needs a better player than him. I think he needs another person who's going to – because right now all they're worried about is Lamar.
I wouldn't say like that, but I agree with your premise. I think he needs another star on this team. He can't be the only star.
Yeah. Right
No
now,
way.
the closest thing to him is Mark Andrews or Zay Flowers. Andrews not having a great year, and Zay Flowers still a rookie.
He's young, also very small.
So you need I don't know. To me, I think he needs another superstar.
I think we'll see this year because they're going to need to score to keep up with the Lions.
Yeah.
They're also going to have a hard time running the ball against this Lions team.
Very good front.
So this is going to be a great test for them. I think there's obviously a lot of good running backs you can go and try to pick up. I hope they stop trying to do the in-house thing.
I heard a little rumor that a former Giants current Giants running back is
Saquon, huh?
Saquon will be nice there.
That's the kind of guy I'm talking about. They need
someone
some
like that.
punch.
With some punch, with some juice left, that someone who's going to be able to give them something else besides a Justice Hill 5-yard run or a 3-yard Gus Edwards downhill run.
And there's supposed to be a lot of backs out. I mean, you think of Derrick Henry, you think of Saquon Barkley, you think
or wideouts. Go get more wideouts.
Alexander Madison.
I don't love Bateman and OBJ can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
So go get another wideout.
I think we'll be able to tell after this game if they're going to do that. And it's a great timing because they'll have 2 weeks to do that. Go ahead. What you got?
On Friday's questions, Sunday's answers. Can the Steelers keep it going? Okay. Last time we saw them, they're coming off a bye week. They beat the Baltimore Ravens that we just talked about.
Impressive.
Currently, this division, the AFC North, is Ravens 4-2, and the Steelers at 3-2. The Browns at 3-3, and the Bengals at the Browns at 3-2, and the Bengals at 3-3. Right now is the perfect chance to get a nice cushion. Everyone's even with each other.
Right.
Start winning games now. The next 4 games are against the Rams this week, obviously, the Jaguars, the Titans, and the Packers. The Rams and Jags might be tough, but the Titans and Packers, you can win those games.
Right.
Those games, those aren't teams that you're scared
should.
of. Yeah, you're not scared of those teams if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers. Their offense is ranked 32nd. This has got to change. The reason why now's a good time is the bye week has happened.
Right.
You have time to readjust, time to refocus, time to let's do this better, let's do that better.
Time to move Warren above Najee Harris on the depth chart.
Time to give Pickens the ball more. Yeah. Time to and also they get Deontay Johnson back. Huge for the keeping the drives alive.
Freiermuth also come back.
And Freiermuth, yeah. So if they can keep going now, the defense is ranked 16th. They're okay now, but they have pass rush. That's their thing. They can get to the quarterback if they can score enough. This team has a slight chance to get on a little run here.
Right.
And if I want them to keep it up because the quarterbacks in this division, besides Lamar Jackson, They're struggling this year.
Yep.
Burrow has played better, but they're 3-3 right now.
Right.
The Browns, you don't know who the hell is playing quarterback. And this is their chance because everyone's within one game of each other. And if you keep it going now to where you fall back, you have a little bit of a gap. I like the Steelers team a lot more than you do. I have.
Yeah.
So this is when they need to pounce on a nice, comfortable lead in this tough division.
I just don't like the quarterback. That's the big. I like the team. The team's
Yeah.
fine. I like the coach. I don't love Matt Canada, but I just don't like Kenny Pickett. And if he ever needs to do anything in a press situation for this team, he's gonna crap
He's
himself.
decent. He had a nice fourth quarter comeback. He has fourth quarter comebacks, but it's the first through third quarter that looks pretty bad. I think he needs to just get 2 quarters in him for them to be like, instead of getting 1 good quarter, get 2 and start building off there. But like this, I want to see them keep it going this week against the.
I honestly think it's a win
against
for
the
them if
Rams.
they get back to 500. If this team could go 500, I'd be very impressed because
Well, they're 3-2 right now.
Yeah,
so.
I was gonna say I don't think I'm saying finish 500.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't think, but yeah, I mean, they have the like I said, they have the opportunity. The Bengals are 3-3.
This division is wide open.
Yeah,
No one's taking a big lead. There's only a 1-game division gap between them and the Ravens, and they have the tiebreaker.
Right.
So
Basically a 2-game gap there.
yeah.
Yeah, very, very interesting. Can these Steelers keep it going against the Rams, who are trying to keep it going in their own right?
Yeah.
I'll go here. Friday's questions, Sunday's answers. Can the Packers win with style points? And I ask it that way specifically because we've seen this Packers team win. They beat the Bears. They beat the Saints. They beat the Lions. Oh, no, they beat the Lions. The Bears and the Saints. And then they lost to Lions, Raiders, and Falcons.
Yeah.
Okay. The Raiders loss is bad. That's ugly. That's yucky. Lions loss, understandable. They're a better team than you. Falcons loss, understandable. I think they're a better team than them as well.
Yes.
They're playing the Broncos, okay? Against this Broncos team, Fields had 335 yards, 4 touchdowns, and then 1 interception. I need to see those kind of numbers from Jordan Love. I need to see this Packers team win with style points. They not just need to win, they need to look good beating the Denver Broncos.
Between the Dolphins dropping 70 and Fields dropping 4 touchdowns, yes, they should.
Exactly. You need to look good.
You gotta look sexy against the
You're
Broncos.
coming off a bye. The Bears just beat up the Broncos. They look really good, beating them. And I think it's now your turn. Jordan Love he's been okay. He's been okay. I think he started get hot. Yeah, he started hot. He started really well.
Touchdowns. So
He's now sitting at just over 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns, 6 interceptions after the bye. Completing less than 60% of his passes. He's dropped off a little bit, but take a breather. You got a bye. You're getting healthy. Aaron Jones is back. All your receivers are healthy. You're getting practices in with them. I need to see you be better than, the Raiders loss tells me that you are, or even the Saints win 18-17. I need you to put up 30 points on this team.
Also, this is a little bit on the head coach because I watched a couple games. Stop throwing the ball 50 yards down the field. Give Love a little bit, get some warmed up, and then do that. If Love can come out Sunday and throw 3 touchdowns to 4 touchdowns, whatever, that would be what they need. A win, 1, and 2, they need to be reassured that this is the guy who we want to commit to because it's a big crop of quarterbacks coming up next year. So you got to choose now if you want Jordan Love to be the guy this year and next year.
I think at this point I'm putting a little more on Love than the head coach. I've seen the head coach win. But yeah, I'm very close to looking at LaFleur and asking some questions as well.
Yeah.
Like where are you at, bro? But yeah, I need the Packers to win and not only win, but win with some style points. And we'll see if they can on Sunday. What you got?
For Friday's questions and Sunday's answers, I have are the Chargers the biggest tease in the NFL? I'm not sure this can be answered on Sunday, but I just want to ask it.
Yeah.
They're currently sitting at 2-3.
Yikes.
Now, for 3 years, they've been hyped.
Yep.
They're a sexy team.
Yep.
They got Khalil Mack 1 year, and then Herbert has a big jump, and then they just paid. They just paid freaking Justin Herbert. This year, they're ranked 19th on offense and 17th on defense. About as average as you can get.
Jeez. That is vanilla ice cream.
Justin Herbert's career record as a starter is 27-28. Herbert has 13 career interceptions in the fourth quarter of 1-score games. That's the most interceptions thrown in a game. Well, that's most picks thrown with a game on the line since in the NFL since entering the NFL. And that's also 5 more than the next guy.
Yeah.
Which means they can't close games. They're 500. And they're playing this Chiefs this week, who they are 2-4 against. Herbert is. They need to switch up something.
Yeah.
they've been teasing us for years that this team's good. This team's gonna be good. This team has all the weapons. It has Keenan Allen. It has Austin Eckler. It has whatever. Where's the results?
Yeah.
Like, I was bought and I got fooled this year.
Right.
I mean, they could change all this. There's still a lot of season left, but where's this team that's supposed to be elite? I don't even know if Herbert's elite. I don't know who he's better than. I don't know where he would rank in material. I don't think he's even as good as Lamar Jackson right now, passing wise. And Jackson isn't some superior passer. This team there's so many red flags. I don't like the head coach. Herbert is not performing in crunch time. They can't close games, and they just shoot themselves in the foot every game. Fourth down, you can punt it. It's okay, or it's okay to take a freaking field goal. This team just frustrates me because they're so talented, and I love Herbert. You love Herbert. But you want to see him win. You don't want to see Phil Rivers all over again. Great quarterback, Hall of Fame numbers, never won anything.
Yeah, Herbert has been a giant disappointment in my eyes ever since he stepped into the league. He surprised people with how good he was off the bat, but he's never gotten better in my eyes. He's never gotten better than what we saw in that rookie season. He's kind of been the same guy ever since. Unable to make him and Trevor Lawrence are very similar to me at this point. Mm-hmm. Two guys that we said, now's the time to take that jump. Okay, I don't care that Mike Williams got hurt. You have Quentin Johnson there. You have Josh Palmer. You have Austin Eckler. You have a healthy Keenan Allen. I don't care. You should be able to win with this team. And at this point, there's no excuses. You got paid. You have you don't have the greatest O-line, but you have a decent O-line, mm-hmm. and you have great weapons, and you have an organization that has put a lot of money into this roster for you to at least be competitive in games against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean they've built this team around you.
Yep.
They paid you among the top quarterbacks in the NFL.
We'll see, because they're going to go to Kansas City. Taylor Swift's going to be there. Travis Kelce's going to be dancing every time he catches the ball. Patty Mahomes is going to be doing his thing, and they will embarrass you.
Purdue. And
if they can.
And more importantly, they need to prove to themselves. I can't imagine 3 years being in the same locker room thinking we're doing the same shit over and over and over again.
We just keep getting worked by the Chiefs.
We keep working by the Chiefs. We keep losing in embarrassing ways. There's Herbert needs to take another step. I don't like Brandon Staley. He's 21 and 18 as a head coach. It's not something that you could hang your hat on and say that you're proud of.
No, I would not hang my hat on that.
And Joey Bosa isn't getting younger.
Bosa.
One of these amazing pass rushers, and Clemek's having a great year. You're not using these guys are having years, but you're not winning. We got to see them win big games against the Chiefs, like on Sunday. Those are that's how you become a good team. Start beating good teams.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what the Chargers do. If they're a tease, they're going to get smoked on Sunday, and if they are competitive, then we'll take it all back.
Sorry.
Yeah.
but
God
we'll
forbid
see.
if they win. God.
Yeah.
Moving on here. Friday's questions, Sunday's answers, and mine's about my Philadelphia Eagles. And I want to know, can Hurts and the Eagles keep up with the Dolphins? They lost last week to the Jets, obviously, and it was a bad loss. Hurts threw that game-sealing interception. It looked bad. And this, the Jets defense has done that to a couple quarterbacks this year. This is Dolphins at home is a team that they should beat. Like they should beat this team. We haven't seen Hurts play the way he's played last year yet this year. I think there's one game where I thought, okay, that looks very similar. But the last time we saw Hurts play really dominant is when he was keeping up with Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. Toe-to-toe, throw for throw. Like big play for big play.
Bore for bore.
Yeah. We haven't seen that yet. And so I need to see that at home. So far in the year, just over 1,500 yards, which is nice. But 7 touchdowns, 7 receptions. I think that's already more than he had all last year.
Yeah. Not very elite either.
That's rough. The Eagles have given him everything he could possibly. I mean, he has Devonta Smith. He has A.J. Brown, of course. They went and got Julio Jones just for some depth. They have Alameda Zaccheaus. That's not a decent. That's a great foursome at receiver. Dallas Goedert, maybe the best O-line in football. Lane Johnson does hurt, but he'll be back eventually, and they can patch it up. When you get paid $255 million and you have all of that, you need to win these games.
Yes, you do.
Like you need to be able to keep up with Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah, and this is part of my next question is Dolphins related, but this is the sexy team, and you have to beat teams that are able to score a lot, and he's not doing those things he was doing last year, where he was tearing up people not with his legs but throwing the ball.
Right.
So
yeah, it's an interesting team because they're a running football team at their core.
Yeah.
But they are at their best when that's coupled with an efficient, dynamic passing game.
Yeah.
When Hurts is ripping the ball down the field to those two stud receivers, moving the chains with Goddard. When they're that football team coupled with, this year Swift playing really well and then some Hurts running, that's the best version of this Eagles team, and we just haven't seen it all come together yet. It'd be great to see it in this game. And they're going to need to score in this game because that defense is banged up. In the secondary particularly, where you don't want to be banged up against the Miami Dolphins. Against those two guys, Tyreek staying out there, and if you have some backup cornerback out there, that's a rough position to be in.
Yes.
And they're going to need to score in this game. I'm actually glad it's the Dolphins. I want to see the Eagles play that way again. I want to see Hurts play that way again. And it's going to be very, very telling if they go in there and the Dolphins are able to manhandle this defense and Hurts can't keep up. It's good. I think that's a way more reason to panic than the Jets game last week.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my question. You got the last one here.
My question is the flip side of that. Are the Dolphins for real? So let's take a look at their wins. Okay.
Yep.
Their 5 wins have been against teams with a combined record of 5-24. Their one loss has been against.
What did you say? 5-24?
Yes. Their one loss
Jeez.
was against the Buffalo Bills, where they lost 48-20. So we're looking at this record. We're looking at their win-loss record. Okay, 5-1, pretty good. Start peeking a little deeper than that. Like, they've beaten really bad teams by really bad numbers.
Right.
By really good numbers. And they lost to a good team with really bad numbers.
Yeah.
They're playing, this Eagles team, I don't care if they're playing bad. They're still one of the top dogs in the NFL.
I mean, they're 5-1. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not playing bad. They're not playing as well as they should.
Yeah.
But they'll punch you in the freaking mouth.
Yeah.
This team did not respond well to their first team that punched in the mouth, the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, it was not close.
And the Buffalo Bills were physical with them. This whole Philly team is based off of physicality.
Right.
O-line, D-line. I want to see this Dolphins team can keep up with that kind of game. They played a little bit of that game with the Patriots, but obviously they can't do it to the level that the Eagles do. I want to see this Dolphins team go against a playoff team that's gone to the Super Bowl, and I want to see them not only win but dominate. I want to see if they can reach a level and not just beat these bad teams, beat great elite teams.
Right.
There's a lot of question marks on Sunday night's game. That game's going to answer
That's
a lot of
a
questions.
Great game. I'm watching that game alone, by the way.
What?
I'm going either to a bar or I'm going to be in my room watching alone. I feel like that's a game where I'm going to be emotionally invested.
You going to watch it with me?
Nope. Not watching the game with you.
Oh, okay. Wow.
At least I don't think so yet.
I'm a pretty good game watching companion.
I can tell you who I'm not watching it with, and we both know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yep. I know exactly. Yep. We will avoid that.
That is Friday's questions, Sunday's answers. We'll see. I think those are some great questions. I want to see some great answers.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on here to game picks in almost a minute.
Yeah.
Last time, what we had was 2 minutes, 41 seconds, and 43 milliseconds.
That's not really close to a minute.
Nope. Okay, so I'm resetting the clock here. We're going to get into it. Are you ready?
Let me stretch.
Yep.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Crack my neck. Okay,
There's
great.
Calisthenics.
Here we go.
Can't.
And 3, 2. Clock started. Lions at the Ravens.
Baltimore finds a way in a very ugly game.
Hell no. Go Lions. Lions win the game. 3-3 Raiders against the Bears at 1-5 in Chicago.
Bears by the lowest scoring by 6-3.
I think the Raiders are going to win. I think Badgett is just not good. Browns at 3-2 against the Colts at 3-3.
Defense dominates. I'll take Cleveland. By a lot.
Defense is good enough. I think Cleveland's going to win. Bills at the Patriots 4-2 versus 1-5.
I'll take the Bills. The Patriots are tanking, even though they aren't trying to tank.
Yeah, Bills are going to win in Foxborough. Commanders at Giants.
Take Commanders because they're better offense.
Commanders, I have them as well. Falcons at 3-3 going to the Bucks at 3-2. Divisional matchup, big game.
Bucks, they rebound off last week's loss. Baker has a big game.
I think Bucks as well. I think at home Baker's going to spin it, baby. Baker's back. 3-2 Steelers versus the Rams at 3-3. Another good game.
I'll take the Rams. Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua are too much for Pittsburgh.
I think so. I think this is a big coming out party here for the Rams. 1-5 Cardinals visiting the Seahawks.
Seahawks, kind of an easy one to pick.
Seahawks, easy. Packers at the Broncos.
Packers. Love finds a way to get back on top.
I think so, too. I think Love's on top. Chargers at 2-3 versus the 5-1 Chiefs.
I'll take the Chiefs. Chargers can win close games. I'll take the Chiefs at home.
Chiefs are going to destroy them at home. Chargers might be the biggest teams in the NFL.
Yeah.
5-1 Eagles hosting the 5-1 Dolphins. Game of the week.
Eagles in an absolute nail biter.
Eagles. I think Eagles are going to win. Come on, baby. And then finally on Monday night, the Niners at 5-1 going to Minnesota 2-4. Who you got?
San Fran by a mile.
Yeah, Niners going to win. I want you to guess the time.
It felt like a minute 34.
Holy shit. Did you do it on purpose?
I don't know.
On the money.
Are you serious?
On the money. Oh my
Are you
God.
serious?
People,
What?
just so you know, I'm not lying. Can't even see that. I don't know if you can. Zoom in on your screen. You nailed it.
On the dot?
On the dot. There's not even milliseconds. There's not even milliseconds.
Sometimes when you're on, man. Sometimes when you're on. That means all my picks are going to be right. All my picks are going to be on the spot.
That was fast.
Go better at picks, guys. Give us some money this
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah, because fast picks are always the best
That's how you do it.
for gambling.
Just like from
Don't
the hip,
overthink
baby.
it. Don't overthink it.
Just put it on black and just do it.
Love it.
Yeah.
I love it. That was invigorating.
Minute 34.
We shaved a minute and 10 seconds off that.
That's called improvement, my friend.
The pros do it, my guy.
Yeah.
That's the show for today. Very excited about our picks. Very excited about those questions. Very excited about week number 7. It's going to be a doozy.
Ending with Philly and the Dolphins. Let's go. Great weekend.
We'll see you Monday.
Bye.